do something amusing for a change and poke fun at stupid things. Well, more so than we do anyway, I suppose, but Pearl Davis from Pearly Things, if you've watched this channel, I'm sure you are familiar with her. I've defended her when she smacked the boys from trigonometry around, and when those defeated wankers hired a black woman to take a dig at her, which was pathetically underhanded and cheap, by the way, and when she was on Piers Morgan and clapped the condescending blonde Ava Santina, who apparently learned nothing when Douglas Murray did the exact same thing and drop-kicked her right in the kisser. Funnily enough, also on Piers Morgan's show. It's like returning to the scene of the crime meets masochism. But anyway, back to Pearl. Because she talks about male and female issues, which is of course highly contentious in an age where people are so pathetically soft they claim to be triggered by meat emojis on TikTok. I'm serious, by the way, that's not a joke. She has this annoying tendency of attaching thought-provoking and punchy truisms with an excessive amount of controversy. Now, as much as I may hate this, I can't really fault her for that. It's the algorithm. Remember what I said previously? We run on the 6 S's on the upper and lower echelons, the latter of which runs on sex, shock, and stupid. Pearl says things about sex that shocks the stupid. That's pretty much her gimmick. And because her model is based on controversy and not thought-provoking discussions, because thought-provoking discussions require that one has a brain, and it seems that most people who have a pulse don't actually have that. That doesn't exactly draw huge numbers, and so the ones who need to hear the message are too stupid and emotional to understand it, and so you end up in this weird spiral of fueling the drug of outrage. Man, no wonder we're all so screwed up. But anyway, she said the following on Twitter a few days ago, which apparently caused a stir, and I'm kind of surprised as to why. Have you ever heard that the key to a happy relationship is sex, silence, sandwiches? No, because typically relationships are catered around what women want. That's why you had all these chicks freaking out over date nights. They reveal themselves, it's all about what she wants. Man, it's starting to become apparent why so many people said it's very clear she's never had a long-term relationship. Now, like I said in my ending quote in the last video, if you can listen to the message and detach yourself from the messenger, you will have surpassed the overwhelming majority of those around you. Thankfully, I have this skill, which is why Chris Rock and Martin Lawrence are on the thumbnail of this video. Because I have an excellent memory for useless trivial things like all men do, and I remember Chris Rock, bigger and blacker in 1999, 24 years ago, saying this.
You know what men want? Do you know what men want? Food, sex, silence. That's it. That's it. Food, sex, silence. Feed me, fuck me, shut the fuck up.
Excellent. Now, Martin Lawrence, You So Crazy in 1994, almost 30 years ago.
But not only that, she could cook her ass off. See, a lot of women don't know that's the way to a man's heart sometimes. If you could fuck him how you want to be fucked and make a hell of a sandwich, shit. You in there like a motherfucker. All you got to do is, then go in the kitchen. Eat that motherfucker. He lay in bed like this, butt naked. Goddamn. You the motherfucker, baby. You put cheese on this. Goddamn, she the motherfucker.
There you go. Kinda strange, Martin says a lot of women don't know that's the way to a man's heart sometimes. 30 years later, it seems women know even less about what men want than they did back then. Hell, I remember as a kid watching Ed, Edd and Eddy, where the Kanker sisters were making burgers for the guys, and Lee says the way to a man's heart is through his arteries. I remember that. I remember in Dexter's Lab, the one thing that would make his father lose his marbles is the muffins his wife would make. Watch any old TV shows. What did the wife always know how to do? Cook her ass off. Many of you are around my age. What did your grandmothers do when you were a kid? Bake like champions, both of them. Hell, one of my grandmothers is still alive, and she has cake and tart recipes in Afrikaans to this day I still want to get my hands on. And those are staying in the family. Now, the sex one is a given, but the silence? Hell, every comedian has joked about the fact that women never shut the hell up and they just love to ramble. Hell, one of my own jokes was figuring out why women have a better memory than men do, and can seemingly remember everything a man says. And then when you dig up the data, you'll find that women speak about 3 times as much as men do. So it's no bloody wonder women have better memories. They have to remember 66% less information because we simply fucking talk less. Mystery solved. Cheers for watching, and once again, I apologize for nothing.